Public Enemy album. Welcome to the Terradome, which is what this feels like these days. Friday morning yoga, if you're new to us. We're gonna do about an hour of a good strong yoga flow sequence here. And today is gonna be a little core focus, so we can focus a little bit on some ab stuff and core stuff. Core for me is not just abs. Core for me, wait for that truck to go by. Core for me is also back. It's also psoas, which is a muscle that goes from the inner thigh up inside through your pelvis and reconnects to the lower spine on the outside, on both sides. You got a psoas muscle on both sides. But so that muscle, abs, back, shoulders, upper back, rhomboids, basically anything sort of from your chin to kind of your mid-thigh is what I would consider core. I would also consider core muscles of your wrists and core muscles of your ankles. So that's, though not necessarily when we focus on core, we're doing that, but it's the smaller, deeper muscles inside, the stabilizing muscles. And primarily what we're gonna do is work on those here today, right? But a strong, nice flow. If you had some blocks, you can grab some blocks. Just one word. So obviously we started doing this when the quarantine happened, and in lovely Los Angeles County, we have another quarantine. So we're shut down again. And so continue to stream live. This is class number 107. I can't believe it. 107. On the road to 1,000, I think. I think I'm just gonna commit to doing 1,000 of them. I'll take a little bit of, a couple days off here and there. But as of right now, we're gonna keep moving forward every day. So if you can pay for the class, that would be fantastic. It would help us out a lot to keep the lights on, to keep everything moving. And you can do that at 5pointyoga.com. That's the studio here. You scroll down a little bit, you can pay for your class. You can send us a donation, or you can just Venmo me directly, which is also fine. That money all goes straight to the business. And thank you for that. Thank you for all of you who have continued to do that. It definitely helps. I woke up this morning, I read, I get the deal book email from the New York Times, which is kind of the business section of the New York Times, and just he was talking about how the CDC shut down the cruise industry. You cannot have a cruise until September 30th, right? And then American Airlines is going to lay off 25,000 people, and United's going to lay off 30,000 people in October, and 3,600 bankruptcies, and they're thinking that all this stuff is just only the beginning, right? Because we've yet to see, the government gave everybody a bunch of money, but because of the rising cases, they're going to be able to sort of float for a little while, but then they're not going to be able to pay out back the money that the government gave them. So either the government goes bankrupt, which most likely won't happen because they'll just keep printing money, but all these businesses, and that's ultimately the point, is we're lucky, knock on wood, that you guys are out there helping support us, that people come and say, hey, I took class today, please take it off my package, and that I have some other clients around, but not everybody's that lucky. I have a friend who has a jeweler. I think I mentioned this person to you yesterday, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Like, their whole entire world is just going to be upside down. So it's really important, if you have the means and the resources, to really help those near you and around you, and to help support your local businesses, because I think that sadly this is going to be around for another year and a half, right, from the economic downfall. I read also that restaurants typically run at about a 5% profit margin, which is such a small profit margin, and also only have about 16 days of cash reserves, which means the next big industry, not that it's already been hit super hard, but the next big industry they think is going to be travel industry, and then the restaurants are just going to kind of tumble. So it's weird times, and what do we do in weird times? The same thing we do all the time, which is we move through our stress, and we move through and try to stay strong and try to get through this in a healthier, stronger way, because we will get through it. Right? It's gonna be a little messy. It already is, but if we stick together and we move through the stress, then at least we're gonna be, we can have a little sense of reprieve. And that's one of the things I'm here to provide, is a little sigh of relief in your day. So let's go ahead and get started. Start with your feet about shoulder distance. Bring the palms together. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Breathing in and out of the nose. Let the shoulders drop down. Let the top of the head float up. Take a moment. Set your intention. While you're setting your intention, drop your head down over to one side. Nice, easy stretch. And then switch sides. And I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. I know there's plenty of bad news out there. Go ahead and drop the arms, make a few circles with your head. But I just think it's important. I think it's important that we're aware of the reality of the situation, because I think some people are living in oblivion and other people are locked up in their dungeons. So I think that it's just important. Opposite direction with your head rolls. I think, for me, it's funny. The Boston bombing happened, and I was watching it on TV when it happened, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go run that race next year. Shoulder rolls forward and back. And my wife was like, what? You can't go run that race. I just had a bombing. I said, next year they're not gonna have a bombing. And sure enough, I qualified for it and I ran it. And it was the most incredible event ever, because I got to stand up for runners worldwide, right? And it was a horrific event and story. And similarly, go ahead and take the arms up. Similarly, here, I think it's important that if you have the mental capacity and you have the ability in whatever that it means, whether it means, providing some classes, if you're a yoga teacher or a fitness person, right? Or whether that means helping out, and it could just mean your own family, it could mean your own community in some way, volunteering, doing meal deliveries, fold to one side, stretch. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ways to help. And I think it's important. It's important to get out of your own brain at times. It's one of the things we do here. Right? We just focus on the yoga. As soon as I'm done talking, switch sides, same thing. We can just let go of all that stuff for an hour. Okay, good. Back to the center, lean back, take a nice big inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Good. And breathe. So breathe in and out of the nose here. Good, smooth, even breaths. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Actually, that's my down dog cue. You don't have that there. Go ahead and clasp the hands behind your back, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. Those of you keeping track, my back is still a little tender. It's not bad, but still a little tender. So I'm going to do some modifications here. The core should be a good practice for me today. Not that you're concerned about me at all. One more breath. Just sharing my own journey. Now, go ahead and take the feet wider. Take the feet wider. Lengthen the upper body. Bend over to your right side. Easy side stretch here. Breathe. Good. Switch sides. Same stretch. This is a hip stretch. Inner hip stretch. inner thigh, inner groin, inner hip. Breathe into that stretch. It's a beautiful, what feels like a spring day today. Switch sides here in sunny Malibu, California. Lengthen the upper body here. Turn and twist up. So right arm turns up. Oh. Good, drop that arm back. Lengthen the upper body, twist and turn. Good, then switch sides, same thing, other side, lengthen up, turn and twist. You can drop that arm behind the back, lengthen again and turn and twist. Good. Back to the center, walk the feet back together just a little bit. Heels in, toes out, forearms to the thighs. Sink down a little bit. Press the knees wide. Give them a nice big stretch. And then a little side to side. And again, it's like an exploration through your body. So you're just moving and breathing and feeling it out, making sure you're not pushing too hard, but not too easy. You want to be challenged, but not stressed. Push the knees wide, one more breath. Straighten the legs, walk the feet back together. Engage the abdomen, slowly roll your way up. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Fold all the way forward, down, exhale. Extending that spine as you inhale, look forward, step back to plank. Plank pose, top of a push-up. Hold it here, breathe. Abdomen engaged. Here's your first core pose, abdomen really strong. So I know push-ups tend to be, we think about this in the arms, but I want you to think more core. And I want you to engage the thighs. And take a big inhale, and then lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press back up, plank. Same thing, halfway. Press up. It's 2, lower. 3, lower. 2 more. Push up. 1 more. Good, drop to the knees. Cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This feels really good, actually. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale and exhale. Good, back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. And just feel it out for you. Make sure if you have any back trouble that you just go a little bit easier. And then our first little strengthening thing here, left leg back, right arm forward. Hold it. A few breaths. Lifting the back leg a little bit, lifting the arm a little bit. Breathe, starting to warm up the spine here. You can roll that ankle in the back if you want. One more inhale and release. Switch sides. Same thing. Other side. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Hold it. You can roll that ankle in the back. Good. Lift it up a little bit taller. And release. Child's pose. For a moment, child's pose. And then downward facing dog. Come on back, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. First one. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down. Here's that cue. Fingers are spread, palms are flat. Look at the hands. Make sure your
index fingers are parallel to each other. And then that helps to turn the shoulders out a little bit. So still stretching the back of your right leg, still breathing deeply. Switch sides from there. Same thing. Good, straightening both legs. Come up on the toes when you're ready. Walk softly to the hands. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Sun salutation A. We're gonna do 3 rounds. Arms up when you're ready, inhale. Folding down forward, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step back, first one, easy way to do it. Step back, knees down, lower all the way to the mat. Gentle back bend, gentle cobra pose, and then reverse it. Downward facing dog, hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Breathe. Good, up on the toes again. Walk softly or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. 2 more rounds, folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back, or you could jump back if you want. Exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. You could lower all the way to the mat like before, halfway to chaturanga. Gentle upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Hold it here, breathe. A few breaths. Good, again, up on the toes. Walk softly or hop. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. 1 more, fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back or jump back as you exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. Gentle inhale. Easy in your back bend, starting to warm up. And then downward facing dog. Right leg from here, take the right leg up, hold it up. So in our core theme here, I want you to take a look at the hands. Like once you lift that right leg up and you're stretching the left leg, then I want you to look at the hands. Lean to your right hand, come up on your left fingertips, maybe take the hand off the floor, maybe take the hand behind the back, whatever you feel like is appropriate to balance. So now your core is working, your ankles working, shoulders working, wrists working. 1 more breath. And then both hands down, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose. More core strength. Abdomen strong. Lift it. Backing up. And then forward knee to your left side. So twist and squeeze. Backing up. Forward up to your right side. Backing up, all the way forward to the hands. Pause here. If you had some blocks, you could do this. And then straighten the front leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. If you didn't have blocks, it doesn't matter. You just do a little hamstring stretch, hip flexor stretch. Do what you can, what your body allows for. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Now turn the back foot flat. Come on up. Warrior 1. Shoulders relaxed. Arms up. Hips forward. Breathing deeply. Good, and then clasp the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Lift the heart up, draw the shoulders back and down, drop the head back, take a big inhale. And then fold down, forward, exhale. Dropping into that shoulder stretch, hip stretch, couple breaths. And then come on back up. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, vinyasa or not. So at this point, you lower down. You could lower all the way to the mat, that's the easier option. Gentle cobra, downward facing dog. You can always skip that whole thing and just go straight back to down dog. That would be fine too. Left leg up behind you, hold it up. Stretch the right leg, breathe deeply. One more inhale, lift up, and then, oh no, we got to balance, sorry. Look at the hands, come up on the right fingertips, and then maybe take the right hand up, balancing on the left hand, right foot. If you're more comfortable, arm goes behind your back, definitely breathe. Very nice. Hands down, core strength, shoulders over the wrists. Knee to the nose, lift it back and up, and then forward knee across to your right side, twist, and lift it back and up. Forward up to your left side, abdomen strong, back and up, all the way forward to the hands. Stay here. Come on the fingertips. Straighten over your blocks. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend. A couple more, say 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Good, turn the back foot flat down. Come on up, warrior one. Warrior one, arms up, shoulders relaxed, hips forward, breathe deeply. Good, and then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, draw the shoulders back, drop the head back, breathe deeply. One more inhale, folding down forward as you exhale. Shoulders stretch, sink down into that front leg, strong back leg, lift the arch in the back foot, breathe. And then come on back up, warrior one. Inhale, hands down to the floor, exhale. Leg back, remember, you could go straight to down dog. You could go all the way to the mat, or you could lower halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, if you felt like you wanted more, chaturanga again, downward facing dog. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Lift the tailbone, so even if your legs are bent, especially if your legs are bent, extend the shoulders up, lift the tailbone, so you really get a long torso, long upper body. And then maybe start to work the legs straight a little bit. Bring the heels down a little bit and breathe. Up on the toes when you're ready. Walk softly or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale, hold it. We'll do 30 seconds in our hold. Sink down, lean back, breathing deeply. Good, one more inhale, sink a little bit lower. And then stand up, bring the hands together at the heart, exhale. Take a nice big full breath. Since we're working a little bit harder, a little bit stronger flow, I think we might have done this yesterday, I forget, but we'll do a single round through, a double round through, and a triple round through our sun salutations. So it's a harder sequence. It winds up being, 6 times, right, versus 3. So chair pose, inhale. You can skip vinyasas if you need to. Fold down as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale, step or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Down dog, right leg first. Inhale, bring it forward, exhale. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa or not. Remember, you can always skip it. Inhale, exhale. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog. Down dog, yay. So that's 1 time on each side, right? Right side, then the left side. Hold it here, breathe. Down dog becomes your resting pose. If it doesn't feel like that yet, just keep at it. Keep at it. It does eventually break open some of the upper back tightness and some of that shoulder tightness. Come up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose again. Inhale. Stand. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Big full breath. Back to chair when you're ready. Inhale. Folding down forward. Exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Step back or hop back as you exhale. Vinyasa. Now we go 2 times through each side. Easy. Movements right side. First, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Easy. I'm telling that to myself mostly. Right leg, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1. What I can't do, what I don't want to do is deeper back bends. Hands down, leg back. I think that was one of the things that kind of aggravated my spine a little. Left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach. Hands down, leg back, abdomen strong, lower. Heart opens, shoulders back, and then down dog. Breathe. Good. One more nice big breath. And then up on the toes when you're ready. Walk or hop forward. Extend as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. Stand, hand together at the heart, exhale. Now we do 3 rounds through each side. So do the best you can, and again, just skip a vinyasa. If it's getting a bit too intense, you skip a vinyasa, then it gives you a little bit more a moment to recover. So chair pose first, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale, step back or jump. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, back foot grounded down, reaching up, hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach. Hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, down dog. Round 2. Take the leg up, right side, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. We'll take a little break after all three sides. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower. Inhale, exhale, left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa. And one more side, right leg, take it up, bring it forward. One more on each side. Inhale. Lower down, heart opens. Down dog, left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Very nice. Good. So let's just go ahead and drop to the knees for a moment. Take a little breather. If you need to go to child's pose, go to child's pose. We're going to do a little stretch and breather at the same time. Tuck the toes here so you're stretching the feet at least. And just pause for a few moments. Notice your body. It's a little bit warmer now. Blood moving a little bit more. Energy moving around a bit more. Interlace all the fingertips. Turn the palms forward. Reach the arms up and breathe. Lift up a little bit more, lean back some, take a couple breaths. One more in breath. Good, and then forward, lifting the feet, wiggle those toes for a moment. So that stretch can be intense on the feet, especially if you're not used to it. Roll the ankles a little bit, one direction. And then right back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch it. And then switch sides and stretch. Good. And like before that, since we're focused a little bit on core, we're going to add in that same little sequence that we did earlier, but we're just going to hold it. So take your right leg up. Hold it for a moment. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, hold it here. 1, 2, 3. Lift the leg back and up. And then forward knee to your left side and hold it. 1, 2, 3. And lift it back and up. And then over to your right side, hold it. 1, 2, 3. Lift it back and up. And then all the way forward to the hands. Turn the back foot flat down. Come up to warrior one, and then open up to the side for warrior two. Pause here, breathe, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth, gazing forward, a few breaths. Finding your best warrior two. Shoulders relaxed, breathing deeply. Take that back arm, wrap it around the back toward the front thigh. Abdomen slightly engaged, tuck the tailbone under, twist up. Good. And then go ahead and look down from here. You can bring that hand down, but then scoot the back foot a little bit closer. Let's head right up to half moon pose. So half moon, if you needed a block, if you had one and you needed a little extra height, then you can do that. But from here, left arm up to the ceiling. And looking down is always easiest for balance. And if you're comfortable here, turn your head up. Look up toward that top thumb. Breathe. Good. Looking down from there, bending the standing leg, come all the way back to triangle pose. Triangle pose, both legs are straight, arms out, then reach forward. Forward, bring that right hand down to the shin, maybe ankle, maybe inside of the foot, but open up toward the ceiling and breathe. Good. Open up, take a nice big inhale. And then left hand down to the floor. Step the back foot a little bit closer. You're gonna angle that back foot forward. And again, if you had a block, here's where you would use it right here on the inside of the foot, maybe here, maybe on the outside of the foot, wherever your body naturally feels like it can go. And then right arm turns up, so you're twisting and breathing. And ultimately, both legs are straight. If you can get them straight, then lengthen the upper body and turn and twist. If the front leg needs to be bent slightly, it's fine if it's bent slightly. But lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist. A couple more breaths. One more inhale. And then both hands down. Pause. Pause here. Again, if you're using your blocks, here's just a little extra support right here. You can then still straighten the leg maybe. All right, just make sure you're not straining the back. From here, you can also have the front leg bent. That would be totally fine. Maybe it straightens, maybe it doesn't. It's okay, either way. Good. Then lift that back leg. Left hand stays down. Right arm turns up. Breathing deeply. Lift up. Reverse half moon pose, lift that back leg, sink, twist a little bit more. One more breath. And we're gonna do a seated twist. So hands down, bend both knees. You're going to take your left knee and go outside the right foot. So it kind of looks like that. Sit up nice and tall. First turn toward your leg, give it a pull in. Sit up tall as you breathe. This is a really great hip stretch, but you gotta pull this knee into the chest, sit taller, and pull the hip down and away from your body. So there's a little exploration in there to try to find the stretch. When you find the stretch, it feels so good. Lean back, take the left arm up, hook it across here, turn and twist, breathe. Good, then counter twist. Same thing, other side. Yeah, this is what I need more of. You guys help me out and give me a little bit more of this. Actually, I brought my foam roller, which I'm gonna do as soon as we're done. It's so good. Back to the center, Navasana. So lean back, here's another core thing. Abdomen really strong, 30 seconds. If you're more comfortable, straighten the legs. I'll just crack my knee here. Oh, there it is. Lift the upper body up, abdomen strong. Good, 10 more seconds. One more inhale, lift up, cross the legs. Set the hands, if you can, you jump back, otherwise just step back. But if possible, set the hands, yep. Jump to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And you take a moment here, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. And then left side when you're ready. Take the leg up behind you. We got that core first. The little core holds. So shoulders over the wrist, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Hold it. Think about your upper back. 1, 2, 3, and lift the leg. And then same thing across your body to your right. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Lift it. Backing up. Forward to the left side. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Lift it. And then all the way forward to the hands. Turn the back foot flat down. Come up to warrior 1. And then open up to the side, warrior 2. So what it feels like I need is just a nice deep massage. Like someone to just kind of dig in there. I think I need a lacrosse ball, which I have. It's so fun. Those of you that, from back in my high school days, I used to play lacrosse in college actually. And right across the street from my house, there's this big field and there's lacrosse practice out there. And obviously now they're not doing big groups, so it's like smaller groups. They're working with the kids. So fun to see. Go ahead now, take the back arm, wrap it around the front. I love that sport. That's a sport of speed, finesse, and rage. Go ahead and lean back, twist up, because you gotta be fast. You gotta be really great at your stick skills, but then every so often you get to just knock somebody over, which is always fun. And I say that in the most yogi, loving type way. From here, go ahead now, look down, scoot the back foot a little bit closer, and then step up into half moon pose. Half moon pose with the block or not. Remember, if you have one, since I have them, here's how you'd use it. You just extends the arm a little bit. All right, it gives you a little bit more openness in the hips. Breathing deeply. Lifting that leg, driving that back leg straight. Couple more breaths. Balance is comfortable. You're looking up, but not necessary. Good, and then come back to triangle pose. Back to triangle pose, straighten both legs, reach the arms up, lean forward, hand just below the knee is fine, just not on the knee joint itself. Like you just don't want to put pressure on the knee joint itself. So down a little bit, turn up, breathe deep. Good, one more breath. And then right hand down to the floor as you step. This is a whole different pose, different stance, different hip arrangement. Left foot is forward, right foot kind of angles forward here, right hand stays down, left arm turns up. And again, same deal. If you wanted that block, makes it a little bit easier, maybe a little bit more doable. But lengthen up, turn and twist, breathe deep. Eventually the hand is in the outside of the foot. Eventually the hand is flat, but that may or may not happen right now. Do the best you can and breathe. Strong back leg, pull this hip back too. So the hip of the front leg for me is the left. You pull that hip back. Then lengthen the torso forward and twist up. One more big inhale. Both hands down. And then step right up into reverse half moon. So now lift the back leg. Right hand stays down. Left arm turns up. Breathing really deeply. Good, lengthen up, twist up, turn up, couple more breaths. One more inhale. And then drop the hands, bend the knees. You're gonna take that right foot outside your right knee outside the left foot. Sit up tall, hug that leg in right away. Sitting up nice and tall. This hip pulls down and away as you stretch it. And then you can twist and turn from there. So now you can lean back, get the full twist. Right arm up, hook that, and then turn. One more breath. Good. Flip it. Lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist the opposite direction. Oh, yes. So this twist. It also feels like my back needs to crack a little bit. So, see, maybe I can make that happen somehow. All right, Navasana. This time we're going to add in a little bit of an ab, like a real ab exercise here. So interlace the fingertips. And typically in my fitness sessions, we do 30 times slow and 50 times fast. So let's do that. The slow one is really more medium pace. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And the fast one is hip to hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So let's do that. Little combo. 30 times slow, 50 times fast. If it strains the back, forget it and just lie on the back and pause. We'll be done shortly. Lift the legs. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. Straighten the legs if you can. 5, 6, 7, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 50. Done. Lie back. Very nice. Lie back. Pull the knees in. Give them a squeeze in. If you're me, crack those knees. Oh, that was so good. Circles on the lower back. We're gonna do a few more abs and then a couple back bends. So go ahead and make a few circles here on the sacrum. Sacrum is your tailbone. It's an upside down triangle. Lots of muscles connect into the pelvis and the sacrum back there. So you just want to massage that connective tissue around there. Yeah. All right, and then let's do your yogi bicycle. So lift the head up. Let's go 50 times. And I always like to keep my feet, legs 90 degrees, and the idea is to reach up toward the knee. So it's not just a twist side to side, which is fine. It's just more efficient actually to go up with the upper body. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach up. 30. Keep it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Good. Pull the knees in. Give them a little squeeze. Make some circles on the lower back. Make sure it feels okay. All right. And then we're going to do a little bit of a side-to-side, kind of a metronome experience here. So the legs, both legs up. If you can, flex the feet. Arms down by the sides a little bit. Drop the feet, legs halfway to the left. And then lift up and halfway to the right. And back up. Halfway to the left. And back up. Halfway to the right. Back up. Halfway to the left. And now your abdomen starts to kind of understand what you're doing. If it feels okay to go a little more than halfway, you can go a little more than halfway. Just don't strain. You want to make sure you're using your abs, not straining your back. Right? That's a big difference. Like for me, one side feels better than the other. So I'm just going to go down lower toward the left, but not as low on the right. Let's do 2 more on each side. Good, and one more on each side. Good. Bend the knees, pull them in. So yeah, any kind of exercise like that, if you're doing anything, you don't want to strain. You want to do it to the best of your ability, but never cause injury. Like, that's the last thing you want to do, is cause any injury. So from here, just take an easy bridge pose. Lift it, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips up. Still gonna do one more back bend, one more ab thing, but I just take a little intermission in between here. Lift the hips up, clasp the hands underneath you, just a gentle back bend, push up. Good, one more breath. And then slowly come down with your cracked knees. Anybody else's knees cracked? Let me know. Now we're gonna do side crunches, our last ab thing, and then we're gonna do 2 more back bends and then cool down. So abdomen strong, bottom arm straight, top arm behind the head, crunch. 1, 2, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Switch sides. Same thing. Bottom arm straight, top arm behind the head. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Onto the back. And then I'm going to show you something. We're going to do the same exact thing. 2 more back bends. You're going to do bridge again. If you're feeling wheel, you want to go, I'm not going to do that today. But if you're feeling the full back bend where you want to take your arms back, feel free and do that. This is a restorative one where you take the block, you lift the hips up, and you take the block and you put it underneath your tailbone like this. Supported bridge. And you can totally relax. Let the hips sink down into that block. Feels really great. Almost like being upside down one of those inversion tables. Feels good for me. Exactly what I need today. If you're up, go ahead and come on down. If you have a block and you're doing this, stay right there. Otherwise, you come back down. We're going to do one more back bend. So go ahead and engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips up, clasp the hands underneath you. And again, if you want that full back bend, push up all the way up into your full back bend. Good, couple more breaths. And then slowly, slowly come on down, pull the knees in, give them a squeeze, make a few circles on the lower back. We're gonna do what they call happy baby pose. So grab the outsides of the feet, tailbone down, just a gentle stretch. Hold the right foot, release the left, let it go all the way down, gently pull down, breathe. And then switch sides, same stretch, other side. Gentle pull down, stretching the hamstrings, the hips. Good. And then back up again. One more gentle tug. All right, release the feet, rock up to a seat, forward and back a few times, massaging your spine from the bottom of the neck to the bottom of your tailbone. 2 more. Good. And then right into pigeon. So pigeon pose, right leg bends, left leg moves back, right into pigeon pose right here. Make sure it doesn't hurt the knee. If it does hurt the knee, then you gotta go into reclining pigeon. Just gonna shut that door because that garbage truck is gonna get loud in a moment. Oh man, it's interrupting our flow, but it's okay. Everybody's gotta do their job, right? So just a minute here, you guys. Totally relax, soften and breathe. This little fun flow with a little core focus. So yeah, my friend Tracy, who has been coming to this studio in my classes for years and years and years, I can't even tell you how many years, but she and I texted a little bit back and forth, and she's like, I'd love to have like a nice, strong flow with a little core. I said, yeah, and she used to come every Friday for sure, like clockwork, and then other days, but and so Fridays will become the core for Tracy and everybody else, obviously. We all get something out of it. One more breath on this side, and then switch. So we'll do a nice strong flow, and then I thought Wednesdays would be great to do, like full-on arm balance focus for the most days. Mondays, she was also asking for the yin. How did you guys feel about the yin class on Tuesday? It was yoga for runners, but we did our flow and then yin. I could do that more regularly too. She mentioned that, so let me know. I'd be happy to do that on a regular basis if you wanted. So stretching here, relaxing and softening back into that stretch. Breathe. Good, last couple breaths, and then we're gonna wind down with our finishing sequence. Instagrammers, we're gonna lose you momentarily. Thank you very much for showing up. Thanks for working hard. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow, right back here for a nice 90-minute session. I don't know if it'll be here or my backyard yet, but we'll decide. Either way, 90 minutes tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Come on up from there. Bring your legs forward. Shake them out for a moment. Easy seated forward bend, arms up, fold down. Pausing, breathing, just making sure you're not straining, right? So this is because of my sensitive back at the moment. I don't want to go too far into a forward bend. All right. However, if you're okay and you want to go back into plow and shoulder stand, now is the time to do that. You don't have to do that. If it doesn't work for your neck or your back, then you would stay there. But if you can, you're going to roll up, roll back, and go into plow and then shoulder stand. I'm going to go right to shoulder stand because it feels good for me to do that. Ah, yes. From here, just let gravity do the work. Good, legs wide. Flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. And then legs up and down over your head slowly. Easy, easy wind down. Final twist and Shavasana. Pull the right knee in, roll to the left side, gentle twist. Good. Switch sides, same thing. Good. And then back to the center, Shavasana, final rest. Final rest, feet flop open, arms down by the side, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Totally relax. Go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center here, right hand to your belly. Pause for a few moments. Bend the knees, roll to your right side. Just take your time. And then make your way up to a seat. Comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed. Just a couple breaths, reconnecting mind, body, breath, spirit all together as one whole being, right? Bring the palms together at the heart. Just take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up. As always, thank you for your support. And stay safe, stay healthy.